Happy holidays from Feasible Feast. I'm Ramona D'Amato. Today, we are going to be making one of my favorite holiday treats, profiteroles, a delicious pastry that I love to fill with whipped cream and then cover in chocolate sauce. They are so delicious and so easy. Let's go get started. Profiteroles use a very delicious type of pastry called choux pastry. Not like the shoe that you wear on the street. C-H-O-U-X. This is actually a French pastry. You can use it to make a lot of like eclairs and beignets. For profiteroles, also known as cream puffs, start with about a quarter cup of water. Boil that on the stove. As soon as that's boiling, we are going to be adding a quarter stick of butter. As soon as that butter and water started boiling, what I did is turned off the heat and then I put in 2.5 ounces of flour. I started really stirring that vigorously, and that turns into this doughy mixture. Just gonna wanna put it on a low mix, add in 2 eggs to this mixture. My dough is at a great consistency. You're going to want to cover your baking sheet in a thin layer of water. Pastry won't stick. I'm gonna set the oven to 425. Profiteroles choux pastry in general cooks on a rising heat. So what that means is that you can actually put the pastry into the oven before it's reached that maximum heat level, about 10 minutes altogether. Some of that time can be a little bit below 425 degrees, and some of that is going to be actually at 425 degrees. Watch your pastry and make sure that it ends up with a nice golden brown crust. That's really what I'm aiming for. In theory, you could go to the store and buy some whipped cream. I always find that it's a lot more rewarding, tastes a lot more delicious to make it at home. I'll put in some heavy cream, just beat that until it makes peaks and it's nice and thick. Just fill the cream into this plastic bag, usually about 3/4 of the way full. There aren't any holes. I'm actually gonna make one with the tip of my filling tool. Just squeeze and just fill it until it comes right out of the hole. This chocolate sauce is very easy to make. 5 or 6 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate. You can either heat that up in a bain-marie on top of your stove, or you can put it in the microwave. Once that chocolate is melted, I usually put about 2 tablespoons of scalded heavy cream, sift confectioner sugar into that mixture until it's the consistency that I like. So you can see here, it'll still drape. It's got nice drizzle, but it isn't too thin so that it will actually stick to the top of my profiterole. I prefer to dip each profiterole into the chocolate sauce itself rather than drizzling chocolate sauce on top of them, because that means usually you get less chocolate than if you were to dip each one in. And I love chocolate, so I do it like that. And then there you go. I'm just going to put it on my plate there. I'm just finishing up the final touches on these profiteroles. Dusting them with a little bit of confectioner sugar makes it look like they're covered in snow. The perfect way to celebrate the holidays. Do you think I should try one? I'm tempted. Delicious! So full of cream and so chocolatey. They really are absolutely incredible. Thank you so much for joining me today. Those profiteroles are going to be a huge hit at the party tonight. They are delicious with a glass of champagne or even just a cup of coffee with a little bit of something extra added in. Join me next time when I'm making œuf à caviar. It's going to be a delicious way to celebrate the new year. Cheers.